So now I visualize again everybody having divinity, and then vomit. Cappuccino, Italian cappuccino. I'm going to make tea offering, the special tea offering, composed by great yogi enlightened being, Kiru Sangye. Kiru Sangye, the name. What is saying that Oma 3 times, then they don't aim the oceans of tea offering, the inseparability to bliss and emptiness. The image so I think Tinjin maybe I edited. Tinjin Lama Nichibu. I offer to preach the kind ritual. Tinjin Lama Nichibu. Lundub Desinjeving Angine. To a jig the driver saw on this. Lundub Desinjeving Angine. While so you offer the tea to Guru, you see. So while increasing the simultaneous while increasing the great bliss, the simultaneous great bliss. So while increasing, please bless my mind to be oneness your mind, with your whole mind. Oh, that's a, there's a longer, but I shortened. Om, 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 So you Of course, I forgot. Of course, generally bodhichitta is the beginning, first thing, most important. Then you visualize the tea, nectar, oceans of nectar. Well, those who haven't received a high tantra initiation, it's a little bit difficult, but yes, the essence of the inspiral to as a word inspiral to bliss and emptiness, and then like that, you see, numberless. I mean, then you can offer to or according to Tantra, then if you want to do more details, you go to high Tantra, then the 5 meter 5 nectars and the visualize in the oceans of nectar, all like that, you see, total transformed. But there's a whole meaning explanation. There's the Tantra teaching, highest Tantra teaching, not lower Tantra. So, yeah. So then, then you offer to the real Guru, that is all the Buddha, So from my side, he's on the Lama. Sorry. Generated. Most important thing is generated. Scars of scars of joyfulness or bliss or so as the word says, and then there's a question to your mind to become oneness with the Guru's whole mind, all that. So, in this way, you collect merits like sky, unbelievable merits, and visualize in this way. Then you create unbelievable merits so quickly to achieve the Guru's whole mind Dharmakaya. Sangye Jodam Soge Chonam La Chancha Baudadan Anda Daya Cheche Jebes Dola Benje Sanjendru Varasho Sangye Jodam Soge Chonam Chancha Baudadan Jadu Che Daya Cheche Jebes Dola Benje Sanjendru Varasho Sangye Jodam Soge Chonam Chancha Baudadan Jadu Che Daya Cheche Jebes Ola benje sanjen do our motivation, short motivation, the purpose of my life is to not harm the sentient beings, to free the numberless sentient beings, numberless helpings, hungry animals, human beings, Sura, Asura, universe, from the oceans of samsara suffering, the cause, the delusion, karma, and bring them to the full enlightenment by myself alone. Therefore, I'm achieve enlightenment. So therefore, going to listen teaching, they're going to take refuge. Okay? So I hope you understood well that my emphasis last time, even though, yes, it was refuge expansion, given refuge, but I extended how precious the sentient. You see, by taking refuge Dharma, you don't give harm to the sentient being, abandon giving harm to the, then you, of course, then if you give harm to the sentient being, you can benefit it. So, you see, on the basis of that, then of course, that's the main thing. You see, in the lesser part also, because the minor teaching, then you told that you benefit, you benefit. So not harm to other sentient being and benefits in these two words includes the whole entire teaching Buddha. You have to understand. So 84,000 teachings by dividing the lesser part teaching, then the Mahayana Sutra teaching, Mahayana Tantra teaching. So presented in three ways, three different levels, because there are sentient beings who have different level of mind, lower, middle, and higher. So that's how the different level of teachings happened. So don't give harm to other sentient beings. That includes the less level teachings. And the benefit to other sentient beings, that includes the Mahayana Sutra and the Mahayana Tantra. So all the Buddha teaching is included within these two advice. So it's so important to not harm sentient being and to be able to benefit, you have to stop giving harm to them. So important that. So not, as I mentioned yesterday, Buddha, so much, 10 sentient beings, you have no compassion, you have no concern. It's like tissue paper, you use like tissue paper, you use sentient beings like tissue paper. Like sentient beings use pigs and chickens and fish and like, they peel off skin, pigs and goats, they peel off skin. I mean, there's all kinds of way about unbelievable, most unbelievable. Which makes themselves, human beings themselves, no matter how scientifically educated, top in the world or whatever, you see, no matter how wealthy is, billionaire, or poor, whatever, but they have to suffer for years of the Lord in them. By harming to not only human but the animals, choosing like tissue paper, like this, tissue paper, used for anything. So like that. So it's incredible and so ignorant. Even they have very high scientific education, blah 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 blah. But ignorance like skies of darkness, like the ignorant mind cannot see anything about life, this life, and even beyond this life, can't see anything dark. No understand karma about your life. Even you can't understand this life, but your life. Of the future and the past, that's remember part of the future can't see. So, so you see those people, I mean the butchers and so you see even their human body, I mean they have a high degree of whatever if you understand the karma and dharma, then you can't understand with that. Even when you are in the front of them, when you see them in your front, you cannot bear. It's like somebody who is about to be in the hell realm. I mean the very large pot to be cooked, the body. So I mean, or anything, any hell realm suffering, just about to be born there, you can't stand. It's not thinking you believe, otherwise, but you can't stand. It's unbelievable. For lives, for years, you create karma. So not understood karma. can't stand. Do you remember I mentioned yesterday how the suffering came from cherishing I, and the happiness in the world, the happiness came from cherishing others, and the suffering came from cherishing I. Then the child does work for self, the mighty one does for others. Look at the differences. Did I explain yesterday? Huh? Okay. That one I explained, if one does not change one's mind in cherishing others, you cannot achieve enlightenment. And even the samsara, there's happiness. Did I explain yesterday? Okay. All right. So, then the Katsuri, 지든 대화 진행해봐 되게 신도 떨어지는 동안 진행해봐 되게 안돼 떨어져 마음도 세다 지지고 제발한 게 된자다 도와진 게 된자봐 니기 잡아도 in the world they say that all the happiness so relating yourself then all came from your mind, wishing others happy. And all the suffering in the world came from wishing oneself happy, the self-cherishing thought. So first very clear, the source of those who are suffering and the source of happiness. In the world and not all others yours. And then the first start to understand yours. So example is a child does work for self. Child doesn't mean someone's body, but here child means the mind child. The mind is just totally nonsense child. You see when the child fight or the child, you see, play kind of, but the child, for example, child put feet in the sand, and then you put the sand on top, then there's a Maya house. And then you can't believe hold the real house. Then somebody destroy that, then child cries or angry so much. That's when you look at that, that's totally childish. It's not so like that example. So many other things childish. So we say when the old people do something which is nonsense, then we say childish. He acted childish, like that, you see. So this here child is not the body, the mind. So we, as I said before, no matter how much high scientific knowledge in the world, or no matter million, zillion, how much, you see, the degrees we have, you see, that, but your motivation, the way you live your life is only cherishing I, day and night. That's a child. That's a child. Like that, you see, no matter regarded highly educated in the world or whatever in the West, you see. But motivation like that is no difference from the bugs and from the worms and tigers and snakes and Yeah, and the ants and small. No difference of the motivation. Also, that's a child. Oh, that's a child. You see, those who have a great understanding Holy Dharma realizations, those who are bodhichitta, especially then, it's by looking from their side, the child. Oh, like that. Probably in the world, somebody, motivation is only very strong self-cherishing thought, and you see, you do business and you get a lot of money, many $1 billion, or example was something you see without moderation, then world people think, wow, he's great, wow, he kind of made his life so kind of, I'd say, rich or something, you see, they think. But in the Dharma, with the Bodhisattvas, Bodhisattvas side, they suggest nothing. It's no difference from the insect. The motivation, it's a way of living life. You understand? So it's very sad. Something which must cry, like that. So anyway, so then you see, we have been cherishing the I, always wishing happiness for oneself. From beginner's rebirth, so that we have not been free from samsara. We have been suffering in the 6 realms of samsara from beginner's, no beginning, it has no beginning. So it has no beginning. So when you think of that vow, it's really, you have to abandon right now. You have to abandon right this second, this self-cherishing thought, you see? And so all the source of suffering, all the sufferings come from that. Not only you are suffering, but you cause suffering to others with a self-cherishing thought. So all the sentient things in different life. Wow, that enemy is worst enemy, real enemy, all like that. So there are numberless sentient beings have been suffering from beginner's rebirth. So many sentient beings it's a suffering that many different lifetimes then cause them to suffer. They create the karma for you. Being one example, being a human mother, then they create much negative karma for you to take care of you. Yes, you're born, somebody they can have day and night to take care of you. All like that. So then also, I think, when you're born bird, those are bigger bird. So they make fence, they make nest with the rough wood. Then you see, I saw even one particular bird. Then they take out their own wings, their own feather. They take it out, the short feather. They're small bird. Take out, then lay also be soft for the child. Then they make baby eggs, and then keep warm. Then it comes out wow. The person is so, all this rough wood, then make weave it round, weave it round. I mean, difficult for us to make a weave around, and then inside soft, or many times they put soft grass or wood inside, soft. And then when there's one bird, so the mother take up her own feather and lay feather there, then it's soft for the child. Can you imagine? So anyway, so yeah, the numberless sentient beings, they've been kind to like this, suffered from beginners to birth. So then, the main thing you to understand is one day I see the small bird and big bird has a very big bird near the ocean, so they bring lots of fish to give the baby. Can you imagine? Then small bird, they catches, they go out to catch any flies or different things. They catch anything, then they bring in the nest and then feed the baby birds. They have a big mouth open like this, big mouth. Then when the mother comes, then put to work, then bring food, give to one different. And sometimes the one mother bird is, I don't know, 10 or 15 birds and baby birds. I don't know how she manages them. Then says so many other animals that they bring, even that they're not dead completely. So I want to tell you that by killing one, then she is Sambhajyarata, the base, motivation, action, goal. So then you see, by killing one, then you create karma as a to be reborn Lord realms to experience rapid aspects. Then three you experience in the human realm, do not the good karma, you're born human being, but then experience three sufferings. Possess the result to the place, so so much danger for the life in the wars, disease, and so many problems, so much danger for life. Then they create results, similar experience and results from the cause. So what you harm to others, so something as a result of that, then they harm you. Those sentiments whom you gave harm in the past, then this time they harm you, even from life to life. All the experience and result of the cause, beyond you think it do. Then Chaba you think it do. Then third one is the habituation. You create you harm to others. Then habituation, social habituation. Then you again you create karma, harming others sentiments again. Whether it's killing, whether it's stealing, whether it's sex, whether it's so many things, telling lie, whatever it is. You do again. Then you see, and that negative karma, that negative karma again produce post-suffering result. Then goes on. So you are making samsara endless. As long as you don't meet Dharma, don't practice Dharma, we make suffering samsara, oceans of suffering samsara without end. So the whole things you can see, whether there's kind of many people in the world believe God, but you see, due to ignorance like sky, dark sky, no star, no light, no sun, so dark, all like that ignorance, not dharma, no karma, so you torture yourself. We torture ourselves from beginningless rebirth. We torture ourselves from beginningless rebirth. You can see very clear now, very, very clear. There's nobody outside to complain. You torture yourself from beginningless rebirth. Due to ignorance. So now, even from that, now this life, this one time human rebirth you receive, met Dharma, holy Dharma. Wow, how that is so fantastic, and so fortunate, met holy Dharma. That explains karma. Lama, so how fortunate you are, how precious, how fortunate. You have to realize this. So one has been numberless times from beginningless rebirth. No, not only the born human being, different human beings have been mother. Not that they've been those different small big birds and the numberless times from beginningless rebirth. And then, then just even the time when they were mother, they have to suffer by killing one insect to bring food for you. For eons, like I mentioned, the creating karma, creating results with the karma. Again, you first after, again first after. So, you see, just I was giving just an idea. So you can see when this sentient beings suffering in the lower realms, because they created for you. Because they created for you. Because you're in samsara, so you're born through them, so they create some negative karma for you, understand? So they suffer. So you don't recognize, but so many sentient beings suffering now in the lower realm, and the human beings, they're suffering for you. Because they create the karma for you. So they suffer, because they create karma, they cause negative karma, you see, to look after you. Wow. So therefore, not only train refuge, but you have to actualize the rooted path to enlightenment. Guru devotion, seen the Guru in Buddha, and then they say correctly following the Guru's wishes or advice. Then general realization, renunciation, samsara, seeing the whole entire samsara, nature suffering, nothing good, including samsara pleasures, so all purely suffering nature. Then I got bodhichitta. So then you say not only yourself to help numberless sentient beings to bring the enlightenment, so you utmost need to bodhichitta and realize emptiness. This is so much you need. This is the foundation, and then there's tantra. Tantra path to actualize path, to equally achieve enlightenment. And not only one life, but even one life, quickest enlightenment, to achieve enlightenment in the brief lifetime or digital time. So you really need to put effort in that. Really, you have main work is that. So you can see the reason why practice Dharma was so important. This was bodhichitta, okay? Mind, path, so. So Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, eons ago, he changed his mind. He was like before us, with so much emotional problems, been suffering, sickness, but he changed his mind. wishing happiness to oneself, instead of that, wishing happiness to others, and cherishing others instead of cherishing oneself. So, total change in the bodhichitta. So therefore, he already enlightened. He achieved enlightenment, already enlightened numberless sentiments, already. And now, he was doing continuously in the future, all like that. As far as Buddha. He was exactly the same as before. He's not like God, what idea of people, what they say, oh God. I don't know what the people, God, I think they sort of, maybe the sky is God, or I'm not sure what God is. I haven't heard from the West what God is. But they regard highest and somebody who can do everything anyway, it's not like that. He was like before us, all the problems, and then he changed his mind in the bodhichitta from cherishing I into cherishing others. Wow. Then he lived his total, even breathing, everything for sentient, dedicated, and is always done for sentient. Then on the bodhichitta, they actualize the whole mind apart. Or they purify the gross development and subtle development, and achieve complete the realization. The insight go. Then enlightened already numberless sentiments, and in the past, now, Buddha as well as Buddha is like that. So his mind is not childish. You understand? So our mind is childish, the self-cherishing thought. Then I think if I didn't mention the quotation, I must mention it's very important. As long as that's in Java, Machena, as if you didn't change the oneself to others, means the mind, instead of cherishing I, cherishing others, you know. That's in Java, Machena, you cannot achieve enlightenment. So even while you're in the samsara, there's no happiness. Live aside future lives. You cannot achieve even the happiness of this life. Then gives examples. You have a servant, and the servant do not work for you. They don't listen to you. All those problems come from the cherishing I. Then the Japanese materials, your boss who employs your boss, don't give salary. Or don't give salary, or don't give enough salary, or like that. So Japanese, so all those problems come from your mind, self-cherishing thought. So that's how to recognize where the problem came, really. Then to solve the problem, that's bodhichitta, cherishing others. Bodhichitta, cherishing others. There's a rich family in Malaysia, Indian. Malaysia, Indian. I forgot the name. So they told me everything is okay, but the one problem they have always is the servants, the mate. Is some problem with him. They don't listen to him, don't do the work, and only that is the problem. They told me many years ago. So you see, those problems come from self-cherishing thought. So bodhicitta, so now in the future, now in the future, the solved problem is bodhicitta, practice bodhicitta. Then from there, everything, then you see, servants do work according to what you like, and your boss, the leaders, they give you money, or everything happens. Comes from bodhicitta. So that's in the world. That's the real education in the world. Even they go to university, billions of universities, even they went to, they don't know. They don't come to know this. English they mean Dharma, minor teachings. So here the bodhicitta benefits bodhicitta. There's a word in the benefits of bodhicitta. So please keep in the heart, or make note in your daily notebook, or in your prayer book. One who wishes quickly guide yourself and others. Then as exchange ones for others. Bodhicitta. One who wishes quickly to guide yourself and others. Do the exchange ones for others, the bodhicitta practice. Then do this practice secretly. Or write down this in your prayer book, note in your prayer book, or in your diarrhea book. Write down. Then remind you when you meet problems with people. Then remind you bodhicitta. So conclusion, solution is bodhicitta. But then we don't practice bodhicitta. So especially when we face a problem with people, then forget about bodhicitta very far. You are very far from bodhicitta. Yeah, it's even though you are reading teachings, Bodhicharyavatara, but practice, you are very far, like Tibet, like very far. You see, but big space like that, bodhicitta, you don't practice. But bodhicitta is for everything. You have to realize the solution for everything. You have to realize from this quotation. The Bodhisattva made a very simple quotation. So these problems, in the world, so many people complain, servant, then the boss is not giving money, so all is, if you practice bodhicitta, everything's solved by that. You have to know that. Otherwise you fight, you couldn't fight in the, you put the person in the court case, no end. Then they become like this, endless in samsara. You put others in court case in prison, then other people put you in the prison, as a result, goes on, with samsara without end. So that's what it's very sad. Very, very sad. Very sad. You understand? I recite very important Shantidev's teaching. Chidara mene matana, sabha poga mindichi. Tejin dana matana, dunga poga mindiwe. Tete dana, shivada shingi dunga shivichi. Danya shena tawada shandaji sunga. Very important teaching, practice. So as long as you don't give up fire, then burning your hand, you see, cannot be stopped. Cannot be abandoned. So like that, exactly that, as long as you don't abandon the I, renounce the I, let go I, then suffering cannot be abandoned. Your suffering, your problem, cannot be abandoned. You have to know that. This is logical, very logical. So you see people, how much they're selfish, then that much problem they create. That doesn't come outside. Oh, that person has that much problem. You know? That much problem. So much. More cherish, very bigger problem. You know? It's unbelievable. It always goes like that. So the person who is in the same situation, who is poor life, you know, shortage of life or living, and I mean, you know, the food and the clothing, so, but same situation, but the person who has a less substantial thought, more good heart, all the problems much less. So I want to clarify you more. Who's a less substantial, less thought oneself concern, less, more good heart, less problem. Very clear. Even though they are both in the same situation, poor, you know, shortage means living exactly the same. But the person who has more good heart has a great, more happiness. Other one, so much suffering. Okay. So you can see the problem didn't come from outside. It's your mind creating. It's very clear. So, so if you have bodhichitta, wow, unbelievable. Wow. Then you real bodhichitta. So you see, the area where there's bodhisattva, bodhicitta, you know, completely renounce I cherish only others. Wherever there is, not only human beings happy, not only human beings happy, good sunshine, everything, you know, so many good things happening there. Even Nagas, the landlord, all those non-human beings, all devas, human beings, then even the Nagas, land, all those, all happy, with all the respect to the Bodhisattva. All these, even the Brahmas, Bodhisattva, the walk on the road, you see the footprint there, even devas, the Brahmas, you know, Brahmas and what else? Shiva. Even they prostrate with it as a what you gonna do? They in the hair and they touch on that Bodhisattva's footprint. Like that. So can you imagine? So unbelievable blessing the sentient receives. What the Bodhisattva is. All like that. So that's enough. So therefore, to pacify one's own suffering and the suffering of others, sentence-based, then give up yourself for others, cherish others is yourself. That's incredible advice, incredible practice. Wow. So write down this. This is your main practice. So bodhicitta should be your main practice in your life. Otherwise, you do what yoga, German exercise, then nothing, doesn't get freed from samsara. Then, unless it becomes suffering samsara, then even the Lord is nothing. You're going to practice tantra. I'm going to do yoga, I'm going to do chakra, but then it doesn't, when you die, you don't become free even from the Lord. But if you practice, if bodhicitta is your man practicing the life, wow, that's not only you, but wow, that gives happiness to all the sentient beings. Okay, my louder acting is finished. So I forgot one. Practice secretly after the quotation. That is one meaning is lower bodhisattvas. It doesn't fit. They don't have the power or capacity of mind to practice the bodhicitta. Renounce oneself, cherishing others. So the secret from them. But I think it might have other meanings. You don't announce, I'm practicing good bodhicitta, good heart, you announce to the world and newspapers, TVs, so to show you you are important, not like that. So secret practice means, we see, when you do Tonglen, it's a secret practice. You see other people not knowing what you're doing. So it's a mental practice. So nothing to do with the body. So secret practice. So bodhicitta, you see, it's once for others. So it's a secret practice. You don't announce, I do this, blah, 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 blah. You don't do that. So, like Tonglen practice over there like that. So then, if you announce all of that it doesn't help your mind. You may develop pride and, develop pride and, the things like that doesn't benefit the mind, your mind. So there are many reasons. To not advertise, and you just practice, the kind of secret practice becomes. That's what I'm saying. Then there's so there, Shantideva said, I don't remember word by word, but you see, you use for other people to serve for you. You use other people to work for you. So for you to get happiness, comfort, and other people, other sentient beings, can we use a slave or with the difficult part, suffering, you let others to experience or things like that. Then you see, the result about happens is then next you become the slave. You become the slave and like that. You see the result for not just one life or many lifetimes. So it goes on. So you serve others. In this life, you serve others. You see opposite. So the others main leader or the main person. So you serve others. Then of course, even like slaves, whatever, you serve others. Be humble and you serve. Be kind to others. You serve others. As much as possible. Not only human beings, even animals. Then that creates karma. Next lives, many lifetimes, you become the king or you become the, top leader who has all the wealth and the health and so many lifetimes. Then like that, then gradually you go to enlightenment, everlasting happiness, and then go to enlightenment. Like that. So bodhisattvas, we know the bodhisattva who renounce I and cherish all sentient beings, cherish all sentient beings, like the mother, how she cherishes her son or daughter. So, you see, so much more than her life. So like that, Bodhisattva cherish every sentient being, whether rich, poor, whatever, whether they like you or whether they don't like you, or either Bodhisattva side, everything, everyone cherish so much. So this Bodhisattva is so heavy heavy. Mind is so happy, not heavy, happy to be slave, to serve others. You understand? So, but the most enjoyable, most happy to be able to serve others, sentient beings. Because as I explained yesterday, sentient beings, every sentient being, every insect, every source of all, past, present, future, all the happiness, and where the Dhamma Sangha come from, the most precious, most precious. So there are many explanations of the kindness, but what explains the exchange of kindness, what I explained yesterday. So here, when the disease COVID started, is control, purifying the country, the world, and so offering and offering back to the holy object. So we went. So Sonyi Rinpoche. Graduate Nima, and then abbot from the Kopan Monastery and Kandala and the attendant gallows, and myself went there, the Nama Buddha. So I brought things to make offerings, and you see then the dedication for the sentient beings. Sentient beings offering all this. We dedicate for sentient beings, offer all this. So you offer for the benefit of sentient beings. So every sentient being collect medicine. So I did a little bit explanation, teaching, and the sentient beings so precious, how that's precious. So how Buddha Dhamma Sangha came from sentient beings. Buddha Dhamma Sangha so precious, Then came from, but they all came from Buddha Sangha. They didn't come from their side, or they didn't exist. They didn't come from them self. They didn't exist from. They didn't exist. They didn't exist from their side. They didn't exist by themselves. Well, see, they come from every sentient beings. Every insect, every helping, every hunger, from every, but all the whole entire Buddhism came from that. So the sentient being. So why we think that money is so precious? If you have money, then you are able to do whatever happiness you want to achieve. You are able to do that. So money is so precious. You understand? Money is so precious. So people working about it. So land, the land is so precious. Why? Because you can grow crops and not crops, but crops, and you grow crops and. And so much food, and each year different food. So then you get food, other people. Oh, their land is so precious. Oh, I like that. Sentiment so precious. Oh, so I explained. So the abbot from Kopan Monastery was so surprised, and he said, then, today he realized sentiment makes them more. Kind than Buddha. He realized sentient beings are more kind than Buddha. Buddha Dhamma Sangha came from sentient beings, so precious, so kind. What kindness? Can't imagine. Like that, you have to realize, sentient beings. If you love Buddha, if you devotion Buddha, then you must care, you must cherish the most the sentient beings. Even not only human being, insects, but cherish the most. You give, even now, right now, you give your, what you can do best happiness. Right? So basically, of course, I recited one Mala mantra, and then what you do is sentient to achieve enlightenment. Yeah, but even now, do what you can do best. So okay, so that's it. Okay, yes, one quotation. Then I'm going to run to refuge. then I'm going to quickly run in refuge. So one more quotation, then finito. Then finito. Peter Lama said, Rangla Jebel Zimbe Loto Ne. Means by giving up cherishing I. By giving up cherishing I. No land pamperty demiki. With the key paying benefit with the key paying benefit in the action of harm is harm given by others. So with the key with the key paying benefit. So usually even the countries like America or Russia, top countries, or the material development, or they educate, look at the whole world, look at it up, even now that country, you see, so somebody harms to that country, then you harm back. Oh, Russia, then of course all the small countries, of course, somebody harms you harm back. So that's how the world is the world, First World War, Second World War, then the third, I don't know. So the war fighting, so much fighting, so that creates karma, fighting in next life, even next life, endless and samsara. You understand? Oh, that's the nature. So that's why historians, you see, that's why the young Tibetan people, they want to make like the rest country, but then never, never do that, and then you see, never that. Why? Then they're creating karma to make war again. You creating karma, if you make war, then you creating karma. Those people will make war to next lives. Again, goes again, make a war. Then they create karma. Then they make a war to you. Goes on. Sometimes it makes endless samsara suffering. Also, therefore, Tennessee advised peace. So don't make war. The peace. Because what do you pay instead of harm? There is a peace. Peace. The Tennessee Empire. No land pampa with the key of paying benefit to the action of the harm, you receive harm. Okay, with the key to new Penteco, so open the opening the door of the happiness benefits. Intuitive success was for self, was for sentient, was for self. Two works could be cessation of all the obscurations, gross subtle, then completion of all the realization, then also was for self, then achieving enlightenment, then all sentiments achieving enlightenment, two works. So success, intuitive success. this opening drawer. So deal with this key, opening drawer together. The happiness benefits of immediate is interior success of the two worlds. Wow, wow, wow. The kasang dime, so how fortunate, how wonderful is this? Bodhicharyavatara. This incredible, interesting. This is what the normal sentiment, what the normal world people. As I told Americans, no matter how rich, millionaires, how much educated, they don't this. This is somebody harm you harm back. This is a normal thing. Otherwise, you think you're silly. You think you're a silly person. Somebody harm you harm back. Is it benefiting? Is that I think return? I think the thing is you're silly. You're crazy. The thing like that. Because they don't have education, the Lama education. Nobody has a good heart education. So there's a total opposite. Then with this key, then the Kasuri open the door of the happiness benefits of intuitive success for both true purpose. Wow, how fortunate it is, how wonderful it is. Wow. So that's incredible. This is our practice. Huh? Now this I want to tell you, everybody. I don't know how many of you there last time meditation say 400 people. But anyway, how much of you are? This Bodhicharyavatara's advice, I want you to know. Wow! And write down your prayer book or your diary book that you have to see every day. Okay? So that's it. That's it. Goodbye. Okay, so there's more kindness of a sentient being, as you know, those who heard Lamrim. So numberless sentient beings, every sentient being, 6 realms, they have been your mother numberless times from beginning to end. And the kindness, because kindness have gave you body. Then also kindness, so they didn't give you all go, so now you cannot meet Dharma, you cannot practice Dharma. So there are many things that all this incredible opportunity and happiness you can't. So it came from the mother. They protected your life from hundreds of danger everyday life, even from the time when your mother's womb. Then bear the hardships. She bear the hardships for your life, for you. You know, so much demand all the time, crying. They want this, want that. They even night time crying. No peaceful sleep, and for the mother. Unbelievable. So much problem, worry, all like this. Be a hard, so much hardships. The work so hard to take care of you, then food, clothing, then education, go to school, so be so much hardships. Then lead the path to the world, then give education. The problem, this is the first time from beginning to say about every sentence, mother and country. So, like that. And in San Francisco, at the airport, we were waiting for another 2 hours. So there was one family, one not so old young girl. She had 2 children, boy, son, or something like that. So they were quite close to us. but then they moved back with the pillar backside, and then, so I think they're more access to kind of comfortable. But she was taking care of them so much, and then, so I said to them, then I thought, oh, she did the same thing to me a number of times from beginners, but like that took care. Oh, then you see, she been close to my heart, and you see, close to my heart, and then kind of, kind of happy, sort of, you see, like that, when you recognize, when you think of the reality, so anyway, other than that, the kindness, wow. Then I think next kindness is we have a happiness protecting our body in the house, and enjoying happiness also. This house built as a laid foundation. Then so many animals, worms, so many ants and the mouse. So so many people, so many sentiments were killed and harmed, and even people, the cream, so much harm with this house. And so then there's a comfort happen for you. So there's so unbelievable kindness. Well, there's a comfort come from them. Your happiness from so many of those sentiments died and suffered, injured, and the human beings who suffered, including much. Then for food, then is by eating food we survive each day. By eating food we survive drinking. Then pleasure we enjoy happiness. So this came from many sentiments, so many sentiments. As I would tell, the one rice comes from another rice comes from another. So this one rice, I don't know, in Nepal, there's so much work to do. You put water, and then you transfer, then you move to another place. I don't know, I don't know the whole thing, but so many work. You see, so much work for this even rice. There's so many sentiments killed, worms and all that stuff killed. So then this rice came, another rice. So again that grows. So many sentiments killed, they harmed, and they come, people killed. Wow. Then there's another. So you see, thousands of years ago, the rice came, rice. Then the last one you eat. So now if you eat with a self-cherishing thought, only thing of my happiness, then that is a terrible, most terrible in the view of all the sentiments who suffered, who died, who injured, from thousands years with this rice couldn't. Then you only think, you eat just my happiness, no sentiment, my happiness. So selfish, so bad, that's terrible, most terrible. You see, so now you have to eat for them, and you have to eat for them, and serve for them. See, work for the sentiments. So, then that's correct. You see, or then practice Dharma for them, or ever action of body, spirit, mind, everything you work for the sentiment to benefit. Like that. So everything became Dharma, then nothing became a cause of samsara. Then the Dharma, especially with bodhichitta, everything becomes a cause of enlightenment to you, everything becomes a cause of enlightenment to every sentient bonds. So that's so important to say. So even vegetables, there's many insects in the garden, on the vegetables, they grow that, and they're living. Many times when we buy vegetables not from supermarket, was injected, other the spread, not the other is the unspread one. Then you see, when you watch, there's the tiny insects, the tiny green, tiny insects. Many people don't know. So then you watch, you see, on the water. So anyway, yeah, like that, in the water also there's been the sentient, you don't see it, then been killed. So we survive each day by eating food, each hour, each minute, then, so now no question, you go to practice bodhichitta, you go to think good heart, to benefit all the sentient beings. You got to do that. You got to do that. That's the way. Self-cherishing, you see. So you have to do that. You have to help others. Okay, so like that, another way to maintain the kindness of sentient, all your happiness comes from Papa, they suffered, they injured, they killed, they injured, the killing. So like that, okay, that's done. So the right idea is done. Okay, so now take a revision. So now take a revision. That's only Upasaka taking refuge, only Upasaka. Taking Upasaka only, or there's a Upasaka 1 bow, 2 bow, 3 bow, 4 bow, 5 bow, see? Or complete Upasaka 5 bow, or the Upasaka 4 bow, 3 bow, 2 bow, 1 bow. So usually when I give refuge to the West, so I, depending on individual, they may be other, besides killing the other things, maybe important to take the vow. But I normally say, stop killing. Normal people, I give to take the vow to not kill. You see? Kill with intention, killing. So, yeah, not only human being, but even insects are then chickens and pigs and, what else, chickens, fish and all this. So I explained the kindness, pressure, I already explained quite a bit. So, okay, now, so to not kill, taking vow, that's by not harming, then you are benefiting the sentient, bring happiness. So you have to know that. So these are most practical things what you can do for help a sentient. Okay. So yeah, normally I do that. But you see here, then also from my side, there's a killing to stop that, to the vow to not kill. But you see, you can do from the 5 precepts, 2, you can take 3 or 4 or 5. So 5 is a complete precept of Upasaka. So then without taking a vow, only refuge vow, so within the refuge also their practices. So you will hear. So like that, that's our past structure. Then the Upasaka vows, and then taking others' life, the killing, to abandon that. I'm just introducing the 5, so people have a choice. You don't have to take you can take all the 5, those who can, those who can't do that, whatever number they can take, or even one can't take in the vows, then only refuge vow you can take. Within the refuge, their practice already explained to you. There's a general advice which will come out. Then second one is sexual intercourse, the sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct, you see that doesn't belong to you. Then that doesn't belong to you, that you don't permission to, that doesn't belong to you, then that's the sexual misconduct. Then about that, then which became a big problem, huge problem, going to prison, all these things, some of the money had to pay for legal issues. Then comes stealing material, needles or thread or anything that which cost, anything that which cost, anything that which cost belong to others doesn't belong to you. Then you took it you took it and you owned itself. Then when you think it's mine, then that time the complete stealing. All things like that. That can be taken, peacefully or by cheating the other person, or voluntarily or purposefully. So anyway, the taking things which cause things taken belong to others, taken away, taken by yourself. Without permission. So then avoidance, stealing, then alcohol. The alcohol, that different alcohol, which makes your mind crazy. That before the shame, you see, things that to be careful. But then after drinking, then your mind become totally uncontrolled, and then you don't shame, and you do all kinds. You do all kinds. See, I'll tell you one thing. There was one lady came. I don't know what India, Tibet. So a lady was bringing one goat, and she was carrying a pot containing wine. So she asked the monk, she met a monk in the road, either you have sex with me, or drink the wine, or kill the goat. So then monk thought, well, drink the wine is easy, killing goat example and the sex example. So he drank alcohol, he drank the wine. So when he drank the wine, he was intoxicated, he had sex, and he killed the goat altogether. Everything happened. And so like that. So wine, so by drinking wine, that's happened. So much harm to you, danger to your life. Untimely death, even drive car, blah, blah, blah. Or then family, so much fighting, so much trouble to the family, with outside people, blah, 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 so much problem. Okay, so then you got the Dharma practice, in the mind is very uncontrolled, you see. Like that. So avoiding that, it is said alcohol, then from that then many vices arises, the engagement. So many things come. So this avoiding the five is taking the Upasaka 5 vow. Otherwise, from there you can take anything. Or also, that which is most difficult for you, the 5, so difficult to control, or then that you take the vow to not do. Also, that way is also very good. Something that you are very habituated, that you do so much, and then that you try to control that, you try to the vow to not do that. Doing that way, it's very, very good. So you decide whichever, or only taking refuge, that's also, you can do that. Okay, so now we're going to say prayer, ceremony prayer, okay? So you do 3 prostrations to Buddha. First Buddha, the founder of the Dharma, but I think it's the meaning of the Buddha, okay? totally free from all the gross obscuration, completely realizing, as I explained to you, perfect power to guide sentient being to you, and the third thing is compassion, embrace all sentient being, okay? Or think that you do 3% to Buddha, then 3% to me, okay, who give refuge. If you can't do prostration with the hands like this, you do 3 times. Then here, and here, and here, like that, you do 3 times. If you can't do stand up, if you can't stand up, okay? So those who can kneel down, can kneel down. Those who can kneel down. Those who can kneel down, kneel down. Robin, then repeat what I recite. Robin Gonzo soul. They should repeat. Robin Gonzo soul. Robin Gonzo soul. Kanye Namji Cho. Sanjala. Jebsi Chivo. That's going for Rinpoche Buddha. So I already explained the convention Buddha and the absolute Buddha. I already remember that. The Dhammakaya, Sambhakaya, then Karsore, the Sambhakaya, Nimarkaya, the convention Buddha. The next one, Dhamma. Going for Dhamma, I already explained. The absolute Dhamma is the wisdom directly perceived, which is all the delusion, all the obscurations. Nirvana. And then about all the obscuration, also a subtle obscuration, the enlightenment. Which is there. So that's Dhamma, absolute Dhamma. The conventional Dhamma is the text, scriptures, which explains the path to enlightenment, to Nirvana. Okay. So the Supreme One, devoid of attachment, to Dhamma I go for refuge. That's what I'm saying. So because why the attachment is sort of become the main kind of immediate cause of samsara, a common one. Besides the root, the ignorance. Dacādāṃ tāvā. Repeat. Dacādāṃ tāvā. Nam ye cho. Chola japse cho. Now, Tonang Chos, the Supreme One among the assembly is the Sangha. Absolute Sangha, the one who has wisdom directly presented. And the commercial Sangha is the four ordinary, fully ordinary monk. But do not have those the absolute Dharma realization. So there's a conventional Sangha. So when you go for Rinpoche, you take Rinpoche for both. Buddha and Dharma. Cho nam ye cho, gidun la, jebse cho, shizi tsuye padu, ginyen tu, so those who take the vow, you think what which vow you are, all the vow, any of those, or you only repeat your vow, you decide, okay? Ginyen tu, lobenji, sungdu so, Kanye namje cho, sanjala, jabse cho, that's going for Rinpoche Buddha. 자자자 자와 남제 초 철라 접지초 그거를 다마 그거를 다마 absolute 다마 저 남제 저 absolute 상가 그거를 상가 저 남제 저 그들라 접지초 다 지제 저에 봐도 지제부터 until die until I died then at the refuge only refuge or the others got one about two about what happened about your chicken those they think that so as I was talking before so much of the sentiment kindness you remember and so much of kindness out there pressures out so much Buddha all came from that, so that's so. Then I said, so many sentiment suffering, we don't recognize, but some of the times we let them to create negative karma to suffer. So then we don't recognize, but then so many sentiment suffering, create negative karma for to take us. So then the suffering will on not just one life. From life to life, eons. So now then you have to help the sentiments, and by taking the refuge alone, or always have the vows, 1 vow, 2 vow, 3 vow, 5 vow. Da, ci si sei fatto until die. Ginyendo, Lebenji, Sungzo, so, now the third time, Ginyendo, I said loudly, that time, then you receive, was a refuge vow alone, or was a 1 vow, 2 vow, 3 vow, 5 vow, whatever you're saying, or you go. Then that time, without distracting, one must, 100% must decide, you got it. You got the vow, okay? Otherwise you don't get it. Akanya namje cho, sanjala japse cho, dajada chawa, namje cho, chola japse cho, chonange cho, gedonla japse cho, da, chizi tsuye pazu, genye do, Lebenji Songzo. The next one is the Arahatas change the action body speech and renounce the killing. Then like that, then if you were taking that, then you repeat that. Yeah, I'm going to take this vow, renounce the killing. So those who are taking, okay? Chitangmenji, Dajamba Namji, Sojaba Pande, Sojaba Le, La Doba Dejendo. You mention your name. Shantideva, those who are taking the vow, they do not kill. Shantideva, so the Kaza, Chese, so yeah, about the Sojaba Pande, Sojaba Le. La Zopa Jevo, Ila Tabo di, Tapava Jamba, Tadake, Lava La Jesu Lobo, Jito, then those take others, and other that are others, then abandon the culture, such misconduct, and then stealing and yeah. Tin lie, tin lie, the heaviest one is you don't have realization, but you show other people to have realization. What is it? all of that. So those things have to be very careful. Some people are very much into that. Even one doesn't realization, but showing other people. And some people are very humble. So that, so be careful. So when you talk, it will not become like that. Be careful. So So that then alcohol. So that so any of those you are taking, you think in the mind, then that's okay. You decide in the mind. Xinyang jida jida baba jajamba jazagi majema lambata dobe loba yen bata zudame bata duye chanda jebe chang nyewa jiwa pamewe nepande pamewe nele la doba dejendo da mindi yemechone shije yaja zudene sonde shije zue abazu majema lambata dobe loba yen bata zudame bata duye chanda jebe chang Nevaja, Pame, Nepal, the Pame, the Latawa, Eranga, the Tata, Pava, Jamba, Lava, is a lava jito. Then I said, Tabino, you said Lexo, Tabino, you said Lexo. Oh, there's a Tibetan one language, one word. Lexo means yes. I said, this is a method to be free of samsara, I think. So they say yes. Okay. Then, maybe 3 processions. Maybe you can do 3 processions first. Okay? Having received the refuge or was a vow. Also now we dedicate Dijo the Pasa Basa Peja married to Klarabami, Teda married to Klarabana, sentiment number the Buddhas. Oh, then may each of you, morality, ethical morality, without mistakes, able to keep without mistake, pure without pride, to be able to complete the morality in your life. Timje zuje jame jezure namba dadan de lo zame bezu. Zunde baro jenzo jo. So in all the lifetimes to be able to live a complete vow. Put that. Dedicate that. So those who have taken in the past but broke, then now here you can take again. So you have received vow, so you are taking again. So if you took before the broke, then in that case, you can take again, so it became pure. You know the past, the best of it, I made it to collect by me. They have to think about you, not only me, by you. And the 3 times I made it to collect by number sentiment, number Buddhas. Metta bodhichitta, which is source of all the happiness, success, and glory in life, for you and for every sentence being made with generosity, in your heart, in the heart of every helping, every hunger cause, every animal, every member, every soul, every absolute happiness, every and those who are may be developed, okay? Chancho Sancho Rinpoche Ma Je Bang Je 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 Ba Nyam Ba Me Ba Gong Ne Gong Zu Be Wa Jo. Now the dedicated marriage. Samsara Nirvana, there's no nature truly existence. It doesn't happen. Even atom, size atom doesn't happen. And cause and result and depend arising. I'm betraying. No contradict each other, support each other. To realize this Nagarjuna's view. Nagarjuna clarified. So, what the Buddha taught. So clarified to our sentiments. Oh, dedicate this to yourself, your family, to all sentiments. Konde Raji Duzuma Meba Jende Tende Roa Meba Penza Game Josu Chai Lodra Gonden Toba Jinjir. And then, did all the past the best which I made to close by yourself, and then 3 times and the in all the lifetime, may the Lama Tunga be mine, the Dr. Guru. To yourself, to your family, to all the strength and the benefactors. Yeah. To all of you. Then never separate away from the pure path even for 1 second. From the pure path which pleases all the Buddhas, okay? Never separate even for 1 second. Yeah, pray this to yourself, to your family, all the strength. Tera kundu jawa zonga te jo chenye ngozo te be jawe ngabe lanza te ni ke je zayan do ba ma jo Bande Lama Jigu Jindawa Yodan Gode Jatan Jinga Cheje Zenjo Zangbo Jindawa Dendra Gona Daso Joa. So to yourself to become the Guru. That's what they Guru, the Genesis. Yourself praying to become the Guru Genesis. Then to actualize Lama Tsongkhapa teaching in this very, very lifetime. Not only intellectual understanding, realizing the path that I mentioned in the book, Lamrim, that in the text. Nejo namdara zame jimdan de la chen jase jebe nindo je dezo joge rinyi nanje loza jave den dan jawa jo. Then dedicate all the merits to never rise heresy even 1 second for the Guru's actions. And then whatever actions done, then to see pure on the Buddha's all action. Then to receive blessings of the Guru in one's own heart. So all of you pray this very strongly in your heart. Lama number tawa geje tanya loda meje jinje labara tongwa magu je lame jela sanla jobara jo. Then I left one thing here. A general advice. So this I just read. There are 4 points to the practical Dharma. One should rely upon holy beings, so that means the Guru. Listen to the holy Dharma. So just means as much as you can. After correctly comprehending, follow the Dharma and practices. One should not let one's own senses become excited. They're like the attachment. That is one should, in bracket, that is one should control the senses when in the danger of creating the karma. But that could be also anger. You have to control. Take as many vows as one is capable of keeping. So that's, you can take like admire the precepts. Admire the precepts, that's one, that is one, another time I can do. So you all take my precepts. There you have got the lineage. So tonight cannot do, but another time, maybe another special day. Admire precepts just for 1 day. Anybody can take big shoes, full big shoes. Anybody can take. But there's a Padre at 8 precepts. That was only can be taken by lay person, not anybody. So if those who are living Gitsul vow, 36 vows and the 250, then they will take the lower vow, the 5 precepts or 8 precepts, then they lose the higher vow. So 8 precepts, anybody can take 8 precepts. That done with bodhichitta. So if it didn't happen, maybe you can take from Zopa. And that's very, very so important. Like for example, tomorrow to take like this the Buddha's special days and sun eclipse that is. There are 100 million merits. Tomorrow is 3 special days combined, so could be 300 million merits possible. So anyway, so then you can take later, depending on the capacity of your mind, like even Gitsul vows, Gelong vows, or more vows you can take like that also, besides Edmund precepts. Then one should have a compassionate attitude towards sentient beings. So that's one thing to keep. One thing to always pay attention. So generate more compassion. So those are general sentient beings, and sentient beings, those are so much suffering, problems. And those who get angry to you, complain you, beat you, all that, who abuse you. For number 4, when eating or drinking, one should make effort to offer to the rare sublime ones, Buddha Dhamma Sangha. One should train well in the refuge, perhaps including exerting oneself to make offering to the Tibetans. Even when you eat candies, first make offering. Or you are offering kasuri, ice cream, or cappuccino, or not immediately run, but first make offering. Not immediately become crazy, run to kill, like dog eating food, but not the first make offering. So this, this is come from your good karma, past making charity, so dharma, so that, so then you have to make offering. Yeah, that's not the only reason, but I'm saying, you make offering. When you make offering, you see, one way is the guru that you receive teaching, so you visualize that, and then there's the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, there's some. So you make offering to that. There's all the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, you make offering to that, and then take it as blessing to purify your obscurity karma, they receive realization after enlightenment. And then while you're eating also, very good to meditate, not let distracted your mind, your life with the attachment, anger, ignorance. So you visualize Buddha in your heart. The Buddha, that's Guru, Guru is Buddha, Buddha is Guru. So you visualize, then you may, while you're eating, then you may constantly make offering to that. Then generated scars of, how to say, Japanese word, bliss also. So with that meditation like that, so you collect this way. Guru is Buddha, Buddha is Guru. So you collect the highest merit and the greatest purification. Wow, that unbelievable cause enlightenment you create. That's one way. The other way, if you receive initiation, great initiation, Hashtantra, then you can visualize yourself deity like Vajragani, Hiruga, Guya Samajaya, Metagacaya, Samajaya, whatever. You can visualize deity, then you yourself, not only deity, but that's Guru. That's the Guru who gave the initiation. Anyway, you're Rudu Guru. That is self. So all you're eating, you constantly making offering to that. Then experiencing same, what I explained before. This is the only who received highest standard initiation. Others cannot do. If you do it, then you go to next day. You go to retreat in the prison. You can also come back next day to home from prison. If you did go to prison. You are allowed to come back. Okay, so bigger, more rice or more food, then you, Captain Solomon say, you collect unbelievable merit. More food you have. This is good for people who have big stomach and able to eat a lot. 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plate. So I was a Buddha, straight by the pizza restaurant. Pizza, but I don't want pizza. I don't want pizza with cheese covered. I don't feel eating. So I eat spaghetti. So I had 2 plates of spaghetti. Not only one. But I had 1 plate, but there is a time, a few times, I had 2 plates, each time 2 plates. So of course I don't care to. I don't care. I'm sure 2 plates of spaghetti, then 2 plates of nigrama. The spaghetti, when the cook has put, looks small, but then when you put the frogs inside, then it becomes a lot. Mm-hmm. When you put a fork, then then it becomes a lot. When you move, when you what do you call? Stirred. Then lot. Okay, all right. So these are the refuge practice, but these are daily. You see, most because very important beginning bodhichitta. Because you met my teaching, very beginning bodhichitta. I told you, most important hours you remember. Or then you merit what you collect. This more than skies of merit. If you do with bodhichitta, then is every offering, every eating, more than sky, right down. This refuge in general advice is an incredible method to collect merit. Lama, unbelievable. I'm not going to describe you. Unbelievable, most unbelievable methods for you collect merit. To achieving Admikuli. Samsara, achieving Kuli. Now tell. Okay, now next one is a procession. In the morning when you get up, 3 procession at least. And then before you go to bed, then 3 procession, then go down, then go lay down. So if you have a Buddha statue, they put there, then you prostrate to that. It's easy. Otherwise you have to visualize. I don't know how many hours it takes to visualize, how many days. How many years? Okay, so you see the guru's portals or like that, you see, other thing. So anyway, I want to explain you how to visualize meditation with the procession as kind of my own style. Maybe you get flipped out. Fainted, flipped out, fainted. No. Unconscious. Okay. So again, bodhichitta. That was what I explained before, the teaching, the short one. Yeah, do exactly like that. And remember always the bodhichitta before you act. Yeah, that's so important. Yeah, very important practice. Okay, so bodhichitta, I hope you understand. All the children, they know, but the new ones are there. You can discuss among them if you don't know. Okay, so then you see, hand like this, hand not like this, and this is namaste. So this is a portrait like this. The two hands like this, and these 2 times. This is Nepal which can jewel, like generous offering, okay? So these 2 hands, this one signifies the the 2 base, the 2 hands, 2 base. This is absolute truth, conventional truth, true truth. So base of Buddhism, the whole entire Buddhism, 2 base. Okay? The 2 hands. Then path of wisdom and compassion, whole path to enlightenment. Okay? Wisdom and compassion. Then true result what to be achieved. The Dhammakaya, Rupakaya, these 2. Okay? So that contains everything about Buddhism. And so like that. Gwan Geshe said 10 fingers signify 10 virtues. They're also good. So do like this. Hey, first on your crown, on your crown. So that purifies negative karma of the body. And it creates a cause to receive Buddha's special qualities, holy body, the pinnacle. So you have to create the cause to achieve Buddha's holy body, the qualities. Then you have to create the cause of pinnacle, unbelievable merits. Then when you do here, here, next one here. So essentially they purify the negative karmas, the development with the collected with the body from beginning to rebirth. Same as the one here, same. But it requires cause to achieve the pinnacle. This one here, what is it called? Huh? What? Aruna. Zopa, the curled hair, white, this size length, and you pull, and it goes curled right way. So that is one special sign of Buddha, holy body. So that creates a cause of, then it's unbelievable merit. So they create a cause of that. Then here, they purify the karmas, obscurity, corruption with speech from beginning to rebirth, purify. Yeah, so here, then that makes to achieve better holy body of the Buddha. Then here, it creates cause to achieve Buddha's better holy speech. Then here, purify negative karma collected with the mind, obscuration collected with the mind from beginning to rebirth, and makes to achieve the Buddha's the holy mind omniscience. So with the bodhicitta, if you prostrate, then each prostration you collect merit more than sky. It is said, Changdu Central Nagarjuna teaching, commentary to Bodhicharyavatara. If the bodhicitta is generated, by generating just the bodhicitta, whatever merits, whatever heaps of merits collected, if it is manifested in the material form, if it is manifested in the form, it is more than sky. That's one quotation. Then there's a quotation from Buddha, Lama Adesha's Lama the path to enlightenment also. So it doesn't mention it very too long. And now the meditation. I say my style, or that's my meditation. So when you put like this, and then then you visualize the Guru. And if there's statue, whatever statue, Buddha or Avalokiteshvara, whatever, then that's the Guru. That's your. See, you can be your Guru, just any Guru here that you have. Without separation. Patama Sangye happened during Minerva's time. Came from India, went through Nepal to one Tibet. Tingri is one area in Tibet. He lived there, I don't know how many years. So Tingri Jata handed advice by Patama Sangye to the people when before he left. So I received the lineage of that from Captain Kundalamar Bodhicharyavatara Saba, who gave a commentary of Bodhicharyavatara to his own Lama. So, you see, if there's statue, but otherwise, anyway, so even there's statue, but it's a Guru, see? Guru is Buddha, Buddha is Guru, so there's same. So like this, in our heart normally, like myself or Bodhidharma or Bodhidharma, very high. There's a Guru who did you Dharma, who initiated you. This is something very low. You see, because you see ordinary being. So if you have a concept like that, then you will never get enlightened. Patama Sangye said, if you think it, but if you think a Guru is special than the Bodhisattva, then you will achieve realization in this very lifetime, is enlightenment in this very lifetime. If you regard the Guru as so special, then the Bodhisattva, deity, or then you will achieve realization in the So that's the meaning what he says. I try to remember exactly what it is. Remember. So I'm one more quotation from sentient nectar, essence nectar. Until you are separated from the karmic obscuration. Even all the Buddhas came down in front of you. You have no fortune to see holy body adorned holy science exemplification, except the except the present appearance of the Guru. So even all the Buddhas came in the front of him, he cannot see. What he sees is only the ordinary appearance of the Guru. Sort of that. So that's very useful teaching, very effective teaching. We should not forget all the time. If you forget, then you cannot achieve enlightenment, no realization. So when you do this, that time, the Guru, you see, that time that is all the Dhamma Sangha. Okay? And then if you want to think all the statues, you can think that. So it means a process for everything. Okay? From there. So when you process the Guru, meditatively, sky, unbelievable collected. So it's not just crazy. Not just, what you call no, it's an unbelievable practice. And when you process here, other kind of the same visualization of Guru to Guru, there's all the Dhamma Sangha. I mean the whole as much as you can think like that. Or you see, then after that here. So at that time, then thinking, I'm going to process. I'm going to process is from beginning. I'm going to process from here. I'm going to process to all the 10 direction Buddha Dhamma Sangha and 10 direction statues, scriptures. And all those are Guru. So when you come to here, to all the 10 direction Buddha Dhamma Sangha and 10 direction statues, scriptures, who is my Guru? Who are my Guru? You see? So, to process everyone, but then you see, to the Guru, to come back to one thing, the Guru. Because that shows all these are manifestations of one's Guru. So that's when you go in a temple, or in your room, so there's billions of holy objects, you see, tangas, pictures, so you just go, you go general, you just there, you go round, you go round, just symbolize. You don't go anywhere, just there, you could do like this. I think all these are manifestations of my Guru to free me from lordship, from samsara, from lordship, to bring enlightenment. With that thought, then you go like this, process round, go around. It doesn't even minute, it doesn't take even a minute. So how many holy objects are? Billions, millions, you collect the cause of enlightenment. Up, millions, how many? You create cause of enlightenment. Well, you create marriage, unbelievable. So much more. To go around, it doesn't take even a minute. So don't forget, keep in mind, especially when you go pilgrimage. So in this way, like here, with this meditation, with the meditation, you are here, you are in China, but you process to all the whole of Tibet, all the whole of China, all the whole of Nepal, India, in the world, wherever there's a holy object, to every tata, every statue that in the shop, in a parlor, small and big, to everyone you process already. You process, not only process, but you thought manifesting your guru. So that's the right meditation. So I when I go in the shop, I do like this to all the statues. They put on the floor, I do like this. So the shopkeeper is very surprised because he put all the statues. I think maybe people do see animal doing process to able like this, all the statues. But then that time you see, you do like this, but at the time you think, oh, this is manifesting my guru for yourself. So like I explained before, if you go, you're not buying statue, but you go in the shop and you do like this, you collect the unbelievable, most unbelievable merit, cause of enlightenment. So that's so you truly free from samsara. So constantly nectar beams or beams emitted and purified, totally purified. All the obscuration, obscuration, with collided with the birth my harmless beginners, and then broke the having exam created by having Guru holy body, Guru's holy body, brought the advice, then disturbed the holy mind and the loss of faith and all that heresy, all the collected from beginners, but totally purified. So that's very important thing. That can happen while you're doing procession, the white light coming. If you're doing many procession, you don't have much time to think. You have to do very quick. Then in the case, you just concentrate on the Guru Buddha, and the white light coming purified. That's enough. If you're doing very quick many processions. Then now, very important dedication. To know the dedication. First, you dedicate the marriage, as we do now. Did all the past, marriage, number Buddhas. May the Bodhi source of all happiness, success, enlightenment, the bodhichitta. May the generation of the mind in the heart of all the numberless helpless, hungerless animals, he may be Sura, even in the midst of and those who have bodhicitta may be increased. Very important to do this. Anytime you did something good, virtuous, then you must do this. If you did not dedicate the marriage to each for yourself to achieve enlightenment, for enlightenment and being, as long as you don't do, the Jambala power, that one you don't do, then you see, even you gave million monks, $1 million to each monk, you see, even they become Dharma, holy Dharma, or not holy Dharma. Then you see, then right after that, you get angry. Somebody said bad things, or somebody were looking at you bad. See? So you got to easily get angry because the beginners, but you are accused with anger, not with patience. So that was so difficult to practice. Even you know techniques, it doesn't come. Even you know the technique, some technique, but total practice, it doesn't come. Anger comes very easily. So like that. So all those merits, you gave $1 million to each monk, totally like pepper burned by fire. You have to know that. Like rice burned by fire. Plant doesn't grow. You have to know it's extremely important. So many people do many things, or recite like the Tibetans, either constantly prayerful, do some things, but didn't know how to dedicate marriage. maybe some people good, maybe good bodhicitta motivation, but maybe some not. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe debate to Dharma, holy Dharma, become only holy Dharma. So that means that this is a problem. You don't examine your mind during the practice. So that's all done holy Dharma. That's for your life, long life, for your health, blah, 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 blah. Therefore, then marriage dedicated for you to achieve enlightenment, to enlighten all sentient beings. Then marriage don't get destroyed by anger, has even the reason. So that's why Pavanga said, the whole mountain is there. Even the trucks carried some stones away. But the lighter become lighter, a little bit lighter. But the mountain is there, still there. All like that. Marriage is still there. It's a little bit bigger. But so now, how to protect all the marriage? So you dedicate marriage by singing with the emptiness. So now we do. So you can learn from this. So we do dedication now together here. So you learn from that. Did all the parts of person, which are married to Claudia, married to Claudia, number is sentient beings, and number is Buddhas. So it's extremely powerful marriage. So you did not just, I did something, I did not just that. Because normally you might be doing that. So nowadays, for example, 1 million people, or you collect $1 from each person, then $1 million project you can do. So like that similar here, all your three-time marriage, the past marriage, all the marriage, all the Buddha three-time marriage, okay, put all together. Unbelievable, yeah, so the power. Then exists in the mere name. Exists in the mere name. If you don't think of how it exists, otherwise you say things that don't exist, then you might fall nihilism. There's a danger if you don't know emptiness. So first say what exists. Okay. May the I. So exists in my name. So this real marriage do not exist. Do not exist. From there, do not exist from there. Do not exist from there. Which is not on the base. It is not on the base. Not even the base. May the I, who exists in my name, so real I do not exist from its own side. It's not there on the base. Achieve the Buddhahood. Which exists in mere name. So the real Buddha, real Buddhahood, that appears that appears and that I hold on to, or is nothing there. Nothing there on the base. And lead all the sentient beings, which exists in the mere name. Who exists in the mere name? So real sentient being appears from there, hold on to the truth that is not there on the base. Yeah, it's not there, it's okay, it's not there. To the Buddhahood, lead to the Buddhahood, which exists in mere name. So the real Buddhahood do not exist. It's not there. By myself alone, who exists in mere name. So, do not exist. From do not exist. What appears from there, what I hold on to, or to others, do not exist at all there. So, you just keep my word. You may not understand, but gradually, if you repeat, gradually, by collective merit, you will understand more. So don't worry whether you understand now or not. By sealing with the emptiness, like this, then, there's a different way to do emptiness, but a different way to do. But I explain one way. So, I explain you reality, how it exists, but also hallucination, what doesn't exist. I was introducing both in this meditation. So it's very good. Sorry, I told myself very good, sorry. So that's bad. That's bad. I slipped out from mouth. So by sealing with the emptiness like that, then afterwards anger, hate comes, merit cannot destroy at all. Why? The root of samsara, all the oceans of samsara, all the six realms. The root is ignorance. Denze mariba. Ignorance holding on the eye, the way it appears real, holding on that is true. So this ignorance, root of samsara, holding on the eye, the way it appears real, holding on the truth. This ignorance, what destroy that completely? So to be free from samsara, free from suffering, you have to be free from ignorance. You have to cut off, eradicate the ignorance. So to do that, you have to realize the emptiness. So the way to do is the way only, even there's a Baba Shika school, the Chatameva, Dodeba, Samsamba, Umaba, 4 schools. And then Umaba is a Rangjuba, Sawatangriga, and the person. So only by realizing person can view emptiness, then can destroy. Not other school. They might be able to help, but not realizing they view of emptiness. No, cannot stop. No way. Even not Rangjiva, this middle way. Only person you realize that, only then can destroy the root of all the suffering, all the ignorance, destroy all that. So therefore, this is the only way emptiness can destroy. So therefore, so Why? By sealing the meditation with the emptiness, then later on, even anger has cannot destroy. Oh, they explain, we kept taking the session. Okay? So, after that, you can do general teaching Buddha, general particular Lama teaching, they made it last long time in this world. Maybe you can say that. So I think so. Then, of course, you can dedicate, how you want to. So, but I'm trying to explain you with the essence. Okay? Thank you very much. So, practicing patience, so unbelievably important in the life. It's not just a small thing. Very important, unbelievable. What was anger, destroy, heresy, unbelievable. Your liberation, enlargement. So important. Recently, the director of the Kushinaga Center, she asked me to about practice. So she didn't receive much teaching before. So I wrote something for her. Then that can be translated for medicine and sent to you. So anyway, something for the timing. Okay, thank you very much. So Lama Tsongkhapa, Lung and all that, maybe to another time. It's okay?
Yes, we request. Many people request, but we will request for the future.
Yeah.
Request.
So we do another time, okay?
Yes.
When the true sun rises, not one, true sun rises, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. 那么你们就是会讲说呢，这个修习人文呢是一切功德美德的重点，一定要注意。两个太阳升在天上头才。
The Jamal Bao, or I don't know whether after the dedication I did, then recite Jamal Bao is very good. Do you know? Okay. So if I continue, you all will be falling asleep, then I'll be only one talking. If you sleep just there, on your table or on your, then I will only speaking in the world. Okay. Thank you. 谢谢。
酬谢曼达，我们这边请向上师献上对至诚的祈请和感恩。能不先 from our heart, we really thank you very much for this incredible, precious teaching. And we will recite the mandala offering and your long life prayer.
Amen. Saji apeke juja mento jamari ralin singe de jamada sanje singdo mi de bova ye duga namda jaba sho.
虚拟仪式来我们这边来。
Benito.
净土，至尊上师身受极稳固，白净
享受细修。
会教法聚光耀三界，除众生暗，唯愿恒安住。仁波切长寿祈请文。光辉璀璨，遍照除秽暗。84000烦恼对治力，84000法运显灵慧。
That's okay. That's okay.
宣说缘起而圣战，深恩大金刚持顶戴供，开示能人校正法理语，瞻周佛法未见
Yeah, the Lama don't know be late. It's too late. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
通晓了不了义佛经语，妙中圣妙，微细微细自达与众趋彼岸，具得善友上师其足护30度，正者救度母，能令持教盛世受业增， 不离所作，俱成恒守护，无期三根本尊，愿吉祥。
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.